Hi, in this tutorial we are going to learn class and objects in Python. So since we know that Python is an object-oriented programming languages, almost everything is in Python is an object with its properties and methods. A class is like an object constructor or a blueprint for creating objects. So this in the right car is in the right side of this car, this is our object, and left side of this car, this is the our class, and this is the blueprint of this car. So in the next graph, this is our Eiffel Tower, and the left side graph is our class and right side graph is our object. So basically the class is consists of the object which is the blueprint of our objects. So let's take an example that class consists of object and object consists of methods, attribute and constructor. So in this graph, so the rectangle is our class and that consists of the object and the inside the circle that is whatever the exists that is called the objects and that exists that is the that is method, constructor, attribute, and this is this there are three triangle. That is first triangle, that is our attribute, and second triangle is our constructor, and this third triangle is our method. And you can pass infinite number of attribute and also infinite number of methods and also constructor as well. And let's see in this graph that so before you are creating a method, so you must initialize the attribute. So so let's talk about what is the attribute, constructor and methods. So the class attributes are defined after the class name and they are shared by all the instance of the class. Individual instance attribute are defined after the class attribute and they are unique to each instance. This is called the attributes. And let's talk about the constructor. Constructor is used as an init keyword in Python. So this is a special kind of the constructor or special kind of methods. So class constructor are a fundamental part of the object-oriented programming in Python. They allow you to create and properly initialize object of a given class. So making those objects ready to use. So this is only used for the initialize our attributes. And let's talk about the third triangle. This is our method, and method is a function that belongs to an object. In Python, the term method is not unique to class instance. Other object type of can have methods as well as, for example, list object have methods called append, insert, remove, sort and so on. And whatever we define a function inside the class, this is called our methods. And so also we use the self keyword in class. The self keyword is used to represent an instance or object of the given class. So for example, let's say I have a class that is cat, and cat have a properties and methods, and the properties are our constructor and that hold the attributes, and methods are what he what he or she have ability to do, and properties like what he or she have. All right. So in this properties case, like say cat have four legs, mustache, tail, and floppy. And methods are like what cat can do. Like cat can lie down, cat can mew, and cat can jump, and cat can scratch. So this is all of the methods and this is all of the properties. So define the properties and methods, we create a class. So let us give an example. To create the class, we have to give a keyword, that is class, then class name. And for we always give the class name as a first letter should be a capital. Let's say my class is cat, and after the class name, then you can pass the object, and this is not mandatory. You can pass the object or not. So this is not mandatory. So as of now, I'm passing the blank. So after that, then you have to pass the constructor, and basically constructor do to initialize our attribute. Inside the constructor, the first parameter should be self. Then you can pass, let's say, name, and second parameter you can pass anything, and that you can pass the infinite number of attribute and keyword attributes. So I pass the first parameter self and second parameter name, and I initialize the attribute self dot name equal to name, and I am passing again this is our constructor in Python. So constructor basically do the init keyword in Python, that is underscore underscore init and underscore underscore. Then inside the parenthesis, the first parameter should be self, and second parameter you can pass anything. And to initialize the attribute, you have to pass self dot your second parameter, that name equal to, and anything you want. That is, I passed it this name. All right. So in the, let's say I create a I have to create a method. So let's say define all name. Inside this, so I will pass the self, because the first parent should be self in the method. And let's say print hello, my name is self name. Alright. So I- so I create a constructor and also created a method. So inside the class, if I create a function, so that is called our method, and the the variable which I declare inside our constructor, this is called our attributes. So I created a constructor and created a method. So next step is we have to initialize our object. So to initialize our object, so we have to do declare a variable. Let's say I have a C1. Let's say C1 equal to our class name is get. We create a class get, and let's say our calling the name, that is, let's say uh past Jesse. Jesse is my cat name. So after then, so I can call our method, that is C1, and our method name is call name. If I will run this, it will print me hello, my name is Jesse. And basically this line is basically C1 equal to cat, then Jesse. That means to initialize our class to an variable. This is called as an object initializations. And whenever you create an object initialization, then you create call the method using that object. So C1 is our right now our object, and and I can call this method using the object, that is C1 dot our method name is call name. So you can pass as many as you want the method. So let me copy this and paste it here. Let's say I have this say call, let's say call parents. Say hello. Let's say my parents name is. Again, what I can do, I could say I have to initialize the object again with the another variable. Let's say my variable I can call the C2 here. C2 equal to get, and let's say uh let's see. And let's see is the parent name. And if I have to do like say copy text to C2 dot in our method, which is our call parents. So if I can run this, it will give me the output. Hello, my parent's name is Leslie. So you can pass any number of methods here. So this is the example of class and object and constructor and methods and also object initializations. In the next tutorial, we are going to talk about the more advanced topic of class and objects.